So I'm here with Seamus from SC Fencing and Groundworks. And first of all, Seamus, congratulations on your award.
Thank you. Thank you.
Could you just give us a brief overview of what the business is all about?
So we sort of concentrate on the domestic sector, people looking to improve their properties. We sort of cover mainly fencing, patios, decking, composite decking. We're a Jackson Fencing approved installer. They give a 25-year guarantee with their timber products, which is a high-end sort of fencing for your back garden. So basically any house improvements that people want to spend on their properties, we're the company to contact.
And you mentioned Jackson Fencing approved. How much weight does that sort of add to your business as an improved installer of such a large brand? We
do get sort of 2 or 3 leads a week from Jackson Fencing. Again, it's quite high quality material to be working with. We take pride in our work, and to be working with that product is really nice. You know, there's a big difference between their product and standard fencing materials on the market. So yeah, it's high quality, quite nice, really good for us.
And in terms of how the typical project would go with as you said, largely domestic customers, how does that sort of process work?
So obviously people contact the office, we book in an appointment for a site visit. We normally try and get them booked in as soon as possible. I'll come out, have a look at the job. Providing it's a pretty straightforward job, you normally have the estimate within 24 hours. If it's a bit longer project, it can take up to a week if it's a landscaping job with fencing, etc. Then from that point of contact, we get you booked in. I arrive there and I'm basically on the job from start to finish. So you have me from the whole way through. Any questions, any issues, just speak to me about it, and we normally overcome any problems quite simply, and we get the job done to a high standard.
And by having you there throughout, it adds that consistency, doesn't it, to the whole service, and probably improves the service, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm a bit OCD when it comes to certain things, well, a lot of things, but you know, I like high quality work. It needs to be right, it needs to be perfect. You know, I like to stand back and look at the job and think, God, look at the difference we've made to somebody's back garden. You know, don't get me wrong, you go in and look at some jobs and think, oh God, I maybe could have changed that a little bit, or I would have done that a bit better. But you know, treat each job as it's my own, because it's my own company, and have pride in our work. So yeah.
And in terms of when you complete a fencing job, are there ways in which your customers can look after these types of jobs and look after these projects, look after their fences and make sure they last for a number of years?
Yes. So on the maintenance side of things, you know, sort of 8 out of 10 jobs these days on domestic fencing, people are having concrete posts, concrete gravel boards, all about keeping the timber panel off the ground or a feather edge. So that, because it's concrete, that itself is sort of you know, less maintenance. On the fencing end of things, a lot of the standard materials treated for about 18 months to 2 years. Okay. After that process, or after that length of time that the fence has been installed, paint it with something. It doesn't need to be any fancy paint, just any paint would be better, and it will last a lot longer. With Jackson Fencing, because of the 25-year guarantee, you don't actually need to treat it at all. Okay. But you know, all fences do eventually go a bit green. So it's just maintenance like anything. If you don't maintain it, it's not going to last. If you know, treat it every couple of years, job done, it will last longer.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on your award, and thanks very much for taking time to speak to us.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.